Pumpkin Valley Chapter 7, Wednesday night ride, Pumpkin Valley practice circuit race here in Fresno, California. And we are coming into one to go. There's a preem on this lap. So some of the horsepower was missing tonight. Stephen Pimentel, Velo Kings, coached by Chaz Turman, was told to sit this one out. No, he actually told him to take it easy if he came out. So kind of give Chaz a hard time, like, oh, that's a pretty convenient coach to tell your athlete on the competing team to no show, but just giving him a hard time. Also, Richard, Velo Kings, Richard Gable, he had a recovery day, and he stuck to it. So he posted up at the start-finish line and texted everyone mid-race $20 preem on bell lap, or for bell lap. So with 2 to go. So we're coming into bell lap. We're coming into that preem right now. And then also Ride Bikes Alex was absent. So I'm just kind of showing you the last lap and a half here. It wasn't overly animated, which was kind of a nice break from the attack counterattack smash fest that usually occurs. So yeah, so everyone's kind of, who really wants this preem, who wants to blow themselves up and then have to try to stay attached to the climb for the final lap. And so it's just kind of rolling along here, as you can see. This is the final turn before the finishing sprint. And we're just kind of, everyone's sitting in here. Pretty sure Ryan, Team Swift on Murder Review, he wants a piece of the action. He was trying to animate things. He's riding super strong, coming off a really cool win down in Ontario, the Criterium, a couple weeks ago. Everyone's geared up for Chowchilla 2.0, which is this Saturday as I'm recording this, and this is Wednesday, so we got a few nights here to play, recover, taper up, whatever, and then full USAC sanctioned crit racing on Saturday. So here Ryan and I are kind of battling each other for this sprint. I sit up, he sits up. We got a gap. So $20 right there, Ryan. We're on bell lap now. And he starts kind of drilling it. And I'm like, he flicks me through, and I think I said, like, dude, let's recover.
You can't hold him off on the hill. Nice sprint though.
Yeah, so kudos on the sprint, but like, let's play this one smart, because if you and I try to go and we get caught on the hill, we're not going to have anything left to go with any moves. So we kind of dial it back a little bit. It regroups here, and then we'll see some kind of final lap action here. Chaz put up a cool sprint video of Ryan. That's another athlete that Chaz coaches there. Ryan Kaler behind me. Yeah, he outsprinted me good. I got a good power. I think I got second all time, like a 1350 5 second. And I looked, I think it was like 1200 watts for 10. So I felt good about my sprint, as far as my sprints go anyway. So Chaz is tightening down the bows there, getting ready to party this final lap. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. I think that's Terrence kind of lead them out here. And Terrence kind of ramps it up. You can see the power and speed start to jump up. This is that final hill, final climb, then it kind of flattens out and some crosswinds. And then we drop back down into the Pumpkin Valley for the finish. It's like 3.8 miles a lap. I don't know, 300 feet, something a lap. This is really the only climb, just minute, 2 minute climb. Good to attack on it or at the top. Terrence is kind of ramping it up. I try to stay seated when I'm climbing here. I'm kind of a seated climber. But I'm holding Chaz's wheel, putting down good power. We got this group up here coming around him. They're not with us, but we don't like to cause a stampede or crash anyone out when we're doing the stupid practice racing stuff. So Terrence kind of pulls off there. I'm on Chaz's wheel. Chaz is drilling it pretty good through here, but everyone's kind of connected still. I saw Steven rolling the other way on Bryant right there. Chaz like, I'm not talking, I'm riding. It's all good. Here we come. So he kind of fades off. I kind of pull through. Now it's just kind of a question of who's going to jump and when. Because I think we're pretty much all together. We've been doing an A group and a B group. The B group has yellow wristbands. But this one stayed pretty good. There's Shannon Castle going up there. Doctor, good seeing her out, representing. And she kind of went for it right here. She ramped it up. I think she said afterwards, "What was I thinking?" But it was pretty good. It's kind of a surge attack started to go, and she kind of went with it. But you can see we're kind of all back together here. It was like the last, 4.5 minutes of the race. Looks like Nick coming up on my wheel. Nick Baird, the sprinter, on the Ride Bikes team. Those guys, they're going to do good this weekend at Chowchilla. I think they're finally figuring out their team tactics and getting kind of a little more synchronized. Didn't have the showing I think they'd hoped for at Livermore last weekend, but I'm expecting good things out of them. And then this is Jimmy Barbosa in front of me, another Velo Kings racer. Kind of lighting up. And then I thought that was Travis at first with the burrito bag, but it's actually Travis. I think Longfellow is his last name. His first time out here. He and Tyler, aka Vegan Cyclist, they got there a couple laps late, so they're a couple laps down on it. But and this Travis guy's strong. He's a strong rider. And then Jeff Simpson on my wheel. He's a 50-plus guy. I think he's still a 4, but Jeff's riding strong here. So kind of a little attack here. Just trying to decoy Travis into pulling us away from the field, but it ramps up. But I think we kept it together here. And Ryan's he's on my wheel like a duck on a June bug. So it starts to, this is a downhill section now, so we got, mile to go here probably. And you can't really get away on this downhill. But I go ahead and pull through, and I mean, I'm getting pretty aero, but I'm just soft pedaling, 30, 2-3 miles an hour through here. Trying to recover a little bit because I know something's going to go off either early. Last week I went way early and got caught like 75 meters to go. I just raced in Texas this last weekend, and this is supposed to be a recovery week, so I didn't really want to blow myself up for Pumpkin Valley 4th place again. So I'm going to try to play this one a little bit more conservative, and whatever happens, happens. But I felt like Ryan should have been sitting in here. He was kind of driving the pace, maybe saving himself for a sprint. But then and Jimmy kind of ramps it up. Travis with Ride Bikes on his wheel. Another Velo Kings. And then Chaz and Nick. Here comes Matthew. I kind of slot in here. Looks like George behind me. Jonathan Aropkin, Pete's Coffee behind him. And we had some kids right there. That's why we try. Usually don't cross the center line, but made an exception when there's trying to avoid kids, though. So it's like 2 turns to go. This is coming into the headwind section. This is never a fun section to pull and then to try to sprint out of. So, you know, Nick has a good asset in Chaz kind of leading that out. Then Ryan surges up, and I'm kind of holding Ryan's wheel. And then they go and they get a gap. I should have jumped a little harder. I was pretty gassed here. I was actually having some kind of stomach issues last couple laps, so kind of see the gap open up and not really motivated. George is on my wheel. We're going pretty hard here, but I kind of pull off, and you kind of hear my free hub sing all the way to the finish line. These guys all come around me. Came down between a sprint. It looked good from behind. It was Nick and Matthew with Team Swift, but Matthew said Nick got him by about a wheel, or by about a bike rather, at the finish line. So good race, and you could see I think Tyler and Richard kind of posted up here on the tailgate of this truck at the finish line. So Pumpkin Valley Chapter 7 in the books. There they are. And hope to see everyone come out and race our bikes for real. Chowchilla 2.0 this Saturday, Ventana Hills next Saturday. Presented by Velo Kings, velokings.com. Check us out.
Nice work there.
Like, follow, subscribe,
Nice,
blah,
man.
blah, blah. Thanks, guys.
Who got it?